Ooh, so y'all know y'all live with Snapchat Queen, the AI chatbot friends. I told you they following me so hard, right? I done got down here about to go to the water. Boy, tell me why they following me with a dare car. With all these crackheads they got following me around, they got the audacity to be following me around with a dare car, y'all. You can't make this shit up with how desperate these niggas done got. Following me around for a bag that I never had since I was 4 years old. The family and friends and saints and churches on drugs, but they following me around either with a dare truck or an anger management truck because I'm not mad because they came and stole the baby family. Now we gonna piece this puzzle together because everybody eating M&Ms all of a sudden. We gonna come piece this together, family, with how deep this story with Snapchat go and how far they gonna follow me to stay wrong. Now, how would y'all feel if you minding your business, the family took your money, didn't take care of you with the money, didn't take care of your kids with the money, but got you outside every chance they get, trying to lock you up, trying to put you on drugs that you ain't on, following you around with their cars because they wanted you on drugs, and man, you're not on drugs. You went to school, graduated from high school, they didn't celebrate with you, didn't congratulate you. You didn't care about that, right? Go to college, you get a degree, they didn't support you on that. They got trucks, pick up a wild old truck. Everywhere you go, you got trucks like that trying to run in front of you, right? What do you do with that, family? Now you go to college, you get an education, right? They make sure you can't get a job in what you go get your degree in, right? So you start freelancing, trying to make a living for yourself. On top of them, cutting your stomach open after they snatched the child out your stomach, took the baby, hid the baby. They try to take you out because they stole the baby and the money from when you was a child. Now you're 44 years old, they still at it, just got worse with it. Cause they children done recruited people against you. Cause you already had to fight them and they children when you was a child. Now you got to grow up and keep fighting them because they stole a trust fund, got themselves hired into jobs. That's why they able to follow you around this hard. To prove how they came and stole a baby from you. Family, what do you do with it? Somebody talk to him. Family, what do you do with it? Now I come out here to clear my mind, get my thoughts together so I can create me some beautiful artwork. But what do you do when you put yourself in school? They made sure you couldn't get a job, taking money out of your bank account, taking money off your car for you to eat with, while they circling you around being petty in a job. Then when you protect yourself against them, they want to call and have you locked up because that's their mission in the first place, is to have you locked up so they can continue to split your money. Family, what you do with it? Because I'm going to protect myself. Period. I'm going to protect myself. And that seems to be the problem because you got a group of grown folks who done got so evil for a bag that didn't belong to them. Even with us coming down here on the water in Little Washington, you can come down here on the water on the beach, eat you some crabs, have some seafood or whatever. They started shooting up each other so bad that they can't even come down to the water no more. They can't do nothing together no more because everybody outside looking at somebody else's success mad. Watching somebody else's pockets mad. To the point in 2026, they hired themselves in a job to follow you around and tear you down because they can't get a lick their other way. Literally go and get a job to tear somebody down. Don't care about being at the job for what they're supposed to be doing, but their whole mission was to get a job to follow you around to tear you down. While they sitting in the background watching you on the camera, on the app, on their phone. This how sick people have gotten because they chose to be complete failures with their life. Incompetent is what they calling themselves. For a bag. For somebody else's dollar. It always boils back to this dollar. All day music say the same thing. It's all about the Benjamin. This money. Somebody else's money and somebody else's success. That's why I say you can't phantom that 2026 came and people really got into these jobs only to ruin somebody's life. It's not beneficial to nobody when you got a town full of dope fiends and crackheads that you intentionally place on dope and crack so you can make a business out of it. Intentionally put a whole city and people on drugs so they can make a business off of it while they continue to pass money around. This is how sick these people got. On top of that, they took a blood in off where they gave themselves AIDS intentionally for this bag. They chasing you this hard that you never had. I mean, I'm 44 years. We started out with that march and rally at Miss Jetta House with Martin Luther King family, Coretta Scott King, Rosa Parks, and all them. The grown folks were in one room making the deal, and the kids were in the other room making the deal on my life. Now, when folks come in and try to play God in your life, try to play the devil in your life, hire themselves in goddamn jobs to cover up what the fuck they doing and how they doing it, you come and take that system down. Because I be goddamn if I'm let a motherfucker keep following me this hard. And I know exactly who the people is and what the problem is. Now, I don't care because you grew up and put a microphone in front of your face. I don't care because somebody paying you in the background to follow me. I don't care because you family. I don't care because you friends, saints, and the church. When you're following somebody wrong because of a bag you stole and you made yourself pastors, and you come in the name of God with devilish acts, boy, what do you do with it? They went and built churches. And that's why you just gotta breathe, because this shit don't make no sense when a motherfucker following you this hard because they want to stay in their sickness. They want to stay in a sickness, tearing somebody down because they chose to be successful with their life. Tearing you down because the money they stole, you created a life without it, in peace. And to tear them up in the future, them kids done turned 22 years old, and that bag got to go to them kids. Now they trying to take the kids out for it. It's about to be my daughter's birthday. They made sure I couldn't go give her a Christmas gift. Now here her birthday coming, they trying to ruin the girl's birthday. They already took my child out of school because they were playing somebody down here as her. Didn't want her to graduate on time. Didn't want her to have a good life. She started going to college. They unenrolled the girl out of college after they tried to overweight her classes, her class schedule. Then when I'm looking at what they got her in class doing, all they doing is getting her writing essays on what she doing in her personal life. Non-verbal communication, that's them threatening her whole life. Bullying her not only in high school but in college. Grown people following children around to harass kids for money. What you do with that? What do you do with that, family? It is 2026. We in our 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s right now. What did they accomplish outside besides hate, envy, and jealousy? None of that was accomplished. That's why ain't no progression outside. Everybody's shortchanging everybody. To the point it's sick and fucking sad. Anytime you can walk outside, they got gold nuggets at the damn railroad tracks. Broken glass that ain't glass, that's goddamn diamond cuts this hard at the railroad tracks. Just depending on what track you on. But then want you to carry your ass to the store, spend your hard-earned money on the product, but don't even appreciate your business. Go crazy for it when they get to this stage in life, but walk right over it at this stage in life. Walk right past it when it's raw, but go crazy for it when you get it in a watch or a ring or a bracelet or a necklace or some earrings. I mean, go crazy for it. Start right here in this rock. Start with a rock and some glass that look like this, and then you get a gold band watch with some diamonds in it. Boy, they go retarded over it. They trying to outdo each other over it. When they make 100 million of them in the stores all over the goddamn world right now, just about. They going crazy over the same thing. I mean, they built their houses and replicated the process, but shortchanged themselves in the products. Chasing money. So you never appreciate what's around you. They chasing money so hard. And like I said, when you're trying to chase me with a truck and a car that say anger management and there because y'all fucked up in the head, baby, it's a problem with y'all. Because when you're trying to make weed a drug that they clearly buy in the store, I mean, we buy this shit in the store, and when you're trying to make this a drug, you buy in the Arab store. The niggas is locked up for it. But not the cocaine, the fentanyl, the crack, the heroin, the ecstasy pills that y'all got flooded in these streets, selling it through the Arab stores. Is not a drug or a problem. This shit right here is the same thing as the tea I drink. I mean, the tea I drink stronger than the damn weed. And that's the crazy part. It's herbs. It's a natural medicine like the tobacco that didn't need all these ingredients in it because the tobacco leaf itself already come with the nicotine. So when they sending us bad products, of course it's a drug when you intentionally putting and controlling the substance that is in your store that we buying as a customer. That used to be a healthy product. And now you come in and you put all these chemicals in it, trying to control it, making it poison. Just like the food, bioengineered. Why would you need anything bioengineered in our food? Everything we read in our food has some kind of bioengineered product off of natural products. I'm at this water right here with plenty of seafood, one of our major resources. Now, when they come in and you go to the fish market and they selling you messed up fish and seafood out the store, with it coming right here out the water, what you do with it? They want to jack up the prices in the store, try to control your money, but you can come out here and get your own free food. And they want to control that too. Make it make sense. Do you either want somebody in your food line begging, or do you want them to be able to feed themselves so that they ain't got to be begging? That way you ain't got to be stressed out if they cut some food stamps off how you gonna eat or not. I mean, I'm in a whole different town, and this town is just as much as a ghost town as Greenville. I'm in a whole different town looking at houses that's boarded up just like Greenville houses, but they building new houses out here on the waterway the local people can't afford. I come out here to these parks and you hear this story all the time. They move in, raise up the price once they get into the businesses to outprice you. Following you around to jack up the prices to ensure that they try to break you. Using jobs. We got to start having some of these adult conversations out here. Because when you get 44 years old and motherfucker trying to put you in a situation, creating traps in your life, using a job, and sitting back getting off on it, you got to put a stop to that. Because ain't nowhere in hell a grown motherfucker with a job gonna think they gonna bully me or scare me because they still wrong. They went and got a job to bully somebody. Went and got a job to steal your money. Not to come out here and be productive. Because I talk to a lot of people who claim they working. Everybody working. But you don't see nothing that they doing. Everybody riding around with an attitude with each other and working in groups and hives with each other. I'm watching them only target people like me who walking by ourselves minding our business in groups. They always walking in 2, 3, or 4 at a time or more. Walking in mobs, trying to mob up on one person, trying to control conversations around you, traffic around you, even when you driving. Trying to control what you buy at the store and how you spend your money because they own them earbuds. Whoever is in those earbuds is controlling who's moving around you. They've been doing this shit to me ever since I was a child. Not helping while they moving around me, but intentionally tearing me down. Intentionally tearing my daughter down. I don't even know what they did to my son. They took him and wanted me to be crazy because I never forgot them snatching the baby out of my stomach. Because I won't sleep yet. How do you forget some shit like that when you know what's in your stomach? You watch them take it out your stomach and then try to knock you out and wipe your memory clean of a child that you have nightmares about. And this is why I say it's a sickness when they come in and follow you this damn hard as a child. Trying to figure out how to come and steal some money from you as a child. Not as an adult where you can protect and defend yourself. They start attacking you and following you around with jobs as a child. Messing with you in the school system as a child. When you get away from them, because I moved all the way out in the gas station in the middle of nowhere near a graveyard, and they still follow me out there and have me put out there. Now you got to ask yourself, how is it that every time I move somewhere, I'm always getting evicted out of my home in situations that I shouldn't be in, a group of people trying to fight me for some shit I ain't got nothing to do with. Besides the family stealing the trust fund, after they unalived my family and kept unaliving my family, then they started getting life insurance policies, taking each other out, passing out poison plates to each other. Following you around because they can't take you out so they can get more money off you. Because that's the only way they can accommodate their lifestyle is life insurance policies or car insurance policy where it's a quick come up. It's a quick come up and a double up because they get double depending on how much they put on you. So they create a lifestyle where you're worth more dead than alive. Even have children just to take them out so they can have a bag. This is how sick these people done got outside. I mean, I met a shorty a while back. I was probably like about 14, 15 years old who just had a baby. I'll never forget this. And we would get ready to go out to the club that night and she couldn't find a babysitter. So I told the girl, I keep the baby for you. Don't worry about it. No, she said, I got this. I got it. The girl went home. We didn't know this then. We seen it on the news. I think like the next day or something like that. Day after or something like that. The girl that gave the baby some NyQuil and killed the baby while she was at the goddamn club partying her ass off. Didn't care, nonchalant about it. Because she was mad that the baby daddy wasn't with her no more. All that day, all she was talking about was this nigga not being with her. The baby daddy not being with her. The baby daddy not being with her. And I told the girl, I'll keep the baby for you. I didn't have no kids at that time, but girl, I'll keep the baby. I'm already keeping my brother and sister. I'll buy well join one more to the table, right? But instead, like I said, that money on that girl mind. She already mad at the baby daddy. So the life insurance policy on the baby will worth more than the baby life. That's why we got to start having these conversations. Because when a female or a man in their mind come up with a scam, oh, well, we'll just get a baby, then we'll split the bag after we take the baby out. You heard so many stories about girl boyfriends unaliving these babies, or the girl unalive her baby, because it was about that Gerber life insurance. They started businesses out of this sickness. That's why I say you can't phantom. It's 2026. I was like about 14, 15 years old when they were doing that back then. How sick they done got at it for a quick come up and a lifestyle. To be thinking they better than somebody. Cause you out here on a mass murder spree using antifreeze, rat poison, battery acid. I mean, shit they feel ain't gonna go trace in your system. You thinking you going out here to a restaurant and you eating good quality food. They done hire somebody in a restaurant to put some stuff in your food. That's how sick they done got trying to follow somebody around to unalive them with a life insurance policy in the background on. Now you don't even got to tell a person, well, the insurance agents, your social security number, information, none of that. All you need to do is pay that tab on them and take them the death certificate and they fill in the blank. This how easy it is for them to unalive you and get a double up off you of life insurance money. This is why I'm looking around for people. Everybody that would have held me down while I'm out in these streets is either been unalive or in jail. Right? Anybody who ever tried to give me a trace of where I can find this baby at always got unalive. My Aunt Frick came down from New York. This was when I first had Christian and I bought my house on 4th Street. Because I wanted to raise my kids in the home. She came and told me that he was in New York. They unalived her on Valentine's Day. And this when he was a newborn. She came all the way down, never met Aunt Frick. But that one time, she came down for Valentine's Day because they always had a little Valentine's Day get together. And they unalived her because I didn't know they was recording in my house then, listening to devices in my house then, listening to conversations around me in every house I moved in. I didn't know they was following me this hard back then. Always sending people around me to let me know what was going on at the same breath. And then when the people tell me what's going on, the people get unalive. Even in the Bible, it says they got unalive because they stood on the truth. They got unalive, even in the Bible, because they were standing on the truth of them taking Christian, hiding it for a bag so they can pass on their disease, germ, and sick lifestyle. That's why at this age, you just sit back. You don't even know to talk to God, because for all these years, if there was a God, where the hell is he to allow all this shit to happen to one person for his stuff? Because none of this stuff belonged to me. I never enjoyed none of it. I never got to experience none of it. But for 44 years, I had somebody in my background trying to tear me down for God shit. Shit they clearly won't, enjoyed, and ungrateful and unappreciative with. So I say, you can't. Who do you talk to when you can't even talk to God? You thought God had your back, but where the hell is God? He allowed somebody to fuck with you for 44 years. You didn't ask to be here. You didn't ask for none of this shit. You knew about it, just didn't give a fuck about it. You built your own life around it. And for 44 years, you allow a motherfucker to keep coming in somebody's background, even allow them to hire themselves in the jobs to come and tear one person down. And can't look that person in the eye and tell them what the fuck the problem is besides, I needed $1 off you. That's it. You was a quick come up. What do you do with it? Then you say, okay, well, since y'all trying to make me crazy, just give me a crazy check. I'll take the crazy check. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. Wouldn't y'all have a problem with that? They follow you around for 44 years, do all this shit to you, trying their best to traumatize you, man, because it's not fucking with you. It just is showing you their character and how fucked up they is in the head. What you do with that, fam? You live with Snapchat Queen, the AI chatbot friends, and these damn Benjamins they seem to be on. I mean, I wash my tail, y'all. I don't know what they got in my car. I told y'all see my nails are the same way it was in my house. When they had me down in Bethel trying to unalive me and my daughter in Bethel, putting stuff in, I don't know what this black stuff is. I mean, I got wipes in this car. I mean, I wiped myself down to death. They trying to make you dirty this bad. Trying to keep you outside this bad. Thought they were going to starve me to death, man, because I lost weight by working out. I was almost 300 damn pounds with them stuffing me with steroids, cutting my stomach open, stealing a damn child, brainwashing a child in school, trying to unalive me, all this shit on medical. All this shit is documented. Even down them harassing my daughter in school and me calling IEP meetings to ask them what was going on with my daughter. Me calling the school about them dropping my daughter off on the bus at the wrong bus stop. Them doing her like they doing Jamari now, not wanting to pick her up, acting like they came but never come. Intentionally trying to dumb a child down so they can say, well, she just retarded. She don't do nothing with herself. But when the girl got productive and did something with herself, they took her down. Grown people. The same grown folk that tell you to do something with yourself is in your background trying to make sure you don't do nothing with yourself so they can sit around talking about you. Most of them kids dropped out of school in 6th to 8th grade because they started sleeping with each other for the same bag that the parents were on. Making deals at railroad tracks. That's why we say, what side of the tracks you from? Now, you like with Snapchat Queen, the AI chatbot friend, boy, we sipping coffee. Telling this damn story of how these goddamn gang stalkers done got this sick at killing folk for a bag of dead folk money. In 2026, nobody group has somebody else's success. Nobody group has a dollar bill with skills. You got money with no skills. That'll make them drive off. You got $1 million damn with no skills. All these M&Ms with no skills. All these M&Ms with no skills. All this money with no skills. What good is the money, family? The elders used to talk about this. What good is this money